Welcome back to my YouTube channel, friends. Imagine finding an ordinary-looking 1962 1-cent coin in your pocket and realizing it's not just a simple Lincoln penny, but one of the most talked about, jaw-droppingly valuable coins in American numismatic history. A coin with a face value of just 1 cent but an estimated worth of over $323 million, making it one of the most legendary era coins ever discovered. The story of the 1962 penny that shocked the collecting world starts with the incredible possibility that a tiny minting mistake could transform a common copper coin into a life-changing fortune. Produced at a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning materials and refining die processes, the 1962 Lincoln cent became a year full of striking anomalies that collectors still dream about. The penny in question, rumored to have been struck with multiple rare errors in one piece, combines everything that makes coin errors so captivating: double dies, off-center strikes, planchet mix-ups, and unique metal composition traces that defy standard minting rules. In 1962, both Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of Lincoln cents, but the most valuable ones are those struck under unusual conditions, often caught mid-transition or bearing striking anomalies missed during quality control. This ultra-rare 1962 cent reportedly exhibits an extraordinary double die obverse where Abraham Lincoln's portrait appears ghosted, giving a shadowed appearance across his jawline, hair, and shoulders, while the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," seem doubled under magnification. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial features faint extra columns and slightly misaligned lettering in United States of America, a telltale sign of a double die reverse. But the most fascinating part about this record-breaking coin isn't just its doubling, it's the metal composition itself. Some versions of the 1962 cent were discovered with unusual alloy compositions, possibly struck on leftover bronze planchets intended for earlier minting runs or on experimental copper-nickel mixes. These rare off-metal strikes can weigh slightly more or less than the usual 3.11 grams, a detail that excites collectors because it signals that something went wrong during production. And in the world of coins, minting mistakes can translate into millions. Imagine a penny showing faint silvery or golden tones due to unexpected metal impurities. Experts believe this unique variant may have originated from a mismatched planchet used by mistake. The coin surface also shows distinct die cracks running across Lincoln's shoulder and the memorial steps, imperfections that normally ruin coins, but in this case, add to its legendary appeal. A tiny lamination peel near the date suggests improper bonding between metal layers, giving numismatists clues about the minting anomaly. What pushes the 1962 penny's fame to mythical levels is its auction history. The coin reportedly exchanged hands in a private collector's sale for hundreds of millions, shocking experts and drawing global attention. The sale emphasized how passion, rarity, and mystery can converge to make a small piece of metal worth more than some of the world's most expensive artworks. But what really makes collectors chase this coin isn't just its money value. It's the possibility that there might still be another one like it out there, hiding in a jar, tucked inside an old dresser, or forgotten in a shoebox filled with change. Many 1962 pennies show fascinating minor errors, such as die chips forming extra bumps around Lincoln's bow tie or the letters in E pluribus unum, or misaligned dies creating slightly doubled rims. Even pennies struck off-center by just a few percent can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on how visible the design remains. Some coins from that year even have repunched mint marks, RPMs, where the letter D appears doubled, revealing manual adjustments by mint workers before automated alignment was perfected. It's the combination of such traits, unique doubling, off-metal anomalies, misstrikes, and perfect preservation, that makes this coin an icon. The 1962 Lincoln cent's beauty also lies in its classic design by Victor David Brenner, which had already become a beloved symbol of American resilience and craftsmanship. Yet, when a routine minting process goes slightly off course, it births an accidental masterpiece, a tangible piece of minting history that collectors would pay fortunes to possess. This $323 million penny is more than a coin. It's a story, a legacy of precision, error, and sheer luck. Every tiny imperfection tells a chapter about the evolution of U.S. coin production and the obsession of those who dedicate their lives to studying and collecting these pieces of history. The allure of such coins lies in their unpredictability. No one can intentionally create such mistakes anymore, as modern technology has made minting processes nearly flawless. That's why older coins, like the 1962 cent, hold a special place in collectors' hearts. They represent an era where human error still shaped physical money. And while many have searched for this legendary coin or similar ones, only a few examples have surfaced with comparable anomalies, making the 1962 series one of the most closely studied and desirable among penny enthusiasts. Some reports suggest the famous multi-million-dollar penny might have been discovered by accident during a coin roll hunt, hidden among hundreds of ordinary cents. Imagine that moment, the realization that a small copper coin, unnoticed for decades, suddenly becomes a once-in-a-lifetime discovery worth hundreds of millions. Stories like this keep collectors and treasure hunters searching daily through pocket change, estate sales, and old piggy banks. Even regular 1962 pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition can bring in notable value, often fetching $20 to $200 depending on their luster and mint mark. But the truly exceptional pieces, especially those with verified minting errors and strong eye appeal, can climb into astronomical figures at auctions, sometimes surpassing gold coins in price per gram. Experts from top grading agencies like PCGS and NGC emphasize that condition, rarity, and demand form the holy trinity of coin value. The 1962 penny hits all three, a rare combination of error, historical intrigue, and collector fascination. When word spread about its record-breaking valuation, the internet buzzed with discussions, videos, and news articles trying to explain how a 1-cent coin could surpass global treasures in worth. For many, it symbolizes the thrill of discovery, the idea that even in something as small and common as a penny, a hidden fortune could exist. That's why collectors continue their endless hunt, examining every date, every mint mark, every subtle design detail that might reveal a story behind the shine. Each 1962 penny holds the possibility of being a rare variant, whether through minor doubling, off-center strikes, or transitional planchet compositions. It's this sense of mystery and excitement that drives the passion behind coin collecting, the thought that your next coin could be the next big headline. So the next time you come across a 1962 Lincoln cent, don't overlook it. Look closely at the edges, check for unusual coloration, inspect the date and lettering, and weigh it if you can. You never know when an ordinary penny could turn into an extraordinary discovery, one that could rewrite coin history. This $323 million 1962 1-cent piece serves as a reminder that hidden treasures still exist, waiting patiently for the right eyes to notice them. So keep searching, keep checking your change, and who knows, maybe the next record-breaking coin is already in your pocket. If you enjoy discovering stories like this and learning about the rarest and most valuable coins ever found, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, subscribe to the Coins Explorer channel, and stay tuned for more incredible coin discoveries that could change the way you look at pocket change forever. Next, 2013 Lincoln penny. Imagine holding an ordinary-looking 2013 1-cent coin in your hand, thinking it's just another penny worth almost nothing. But what if I told you that a rare 2013 USA 1-cent coin has shocked collectors and investors worldwide by fetching an unbelievable $25 million due to its jaw-dropping minting mistakes, die errors, and mysterious production anomalies that turned a common Lincoln cent into one of the most valuable coins in modern history, sparking curiosity and excitement among treasure hunters who now check every penny they find in hopes of uncovering another multimillion-dollar error. And this unbelievable story begins with an unassuming coin that escaped the U.S. Mint with a combination of extraordinary imperfections that experts call a once-in-a-century phenomenon, as the 2013 Lincoln cent, part of the Shield Reverse Design series introduced in 2010, was meant to symbolize America's enduring strength and unity. But in this unique piece something went terribly, or perhaps miraculously wrong during the minting process, resulting in an extraordinary strike that featured off-center alignment, a double die obverse, and an extremely rare planchet anomaly that combined multiple errors in one coin, creating a numismatic masterpiece that collectors dream of owning, because when this coin was first discovered in circulation, nobody believed it could be real until professional grading companies confirmed its authenticity, and that's when the frenzy began, as the coin's copper plating showed visible doubling on Lincoln's face, clear misalignment between the motto, "In God We Trust," and the rim, and a fascinating lamination crack running across the date 2013, which experts believe happened due to a defective planchet and high-pressure striking process at the mint. And as soon as images of this coin hit online auction sites, the bidding war escalated like wildfire, pushing the value into millions within hours, making headlines and igniting discussions in every coin community, YouTube channel, and collectors forum around the globe, because this coin's combination of double die and off-metal error made it historically significant, not just as a minting mistake, but as a symbol of how tiny variations in the minting process can create unimaginable wealth, and people began rushing to check their jars, wallets, and coin rolls for any 2013 pennies with unusual details like missing letters, extra thickness on numbers, or even misaligned strikes, since the 2013 Lincoln cent series was produced in both Philadelphia and Denver with billions of coins struck, meaning there's always a slim chance that a few hidden gems escaped unnoticed. And what makes this story even more compelling is that the lucky finder of the $25 million 2013 penny didn't even realize what he had until he took it to a local coin shop where the dealer noticed the strong doubling under magnification and immediately sent it to PCGS for authentication. And when it came back graded as a unique mint error specimen unlike anything seen before, it instantly became the talk of the numismatic world, as collectors recognized the coin's rarity and its once-in-a-lifetime potential, with experts comparing it to legendary error coins like the 1955 double die penny or the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent that each sold for record-breaking amounts. But this 2013 piece topped them all because of the unique combination of errors, pristine condition, and undeniable provenance, showing that even modern pennies can sometimes surpass ancient rarities in value. And when this particular cent crossed the auction block, bidders from the US, Japan, and Europe fought fiercely to own this piece of American history until the hammer finally fell at an unbelievable $25 million, making it officially one of the most expensive Lincoln cents ever sold. And the news made collectors more eager than ever to re-examine their coins, realizing that not only old coins, but also recent ones like those from the 2010s could hide unimaginable treasures, since the mint's high-speed production sometimes results in unseen flaws that pass undetected, and these imperfections are exactly what transform an ordinary coin into an extraordinary fortune. And now the 2013 Lincoln cent with the shield reverse has become a benchmark for modern errors, with experts encouraging the public to look closely for details such as split serifs on the lettering, die cracks across the shield or Lincoln's portrait, and odd discolorations that could indicate metal impurities, all of which can significantly raise the value, because collectors and investors are willing to pay huge sums for anything with clear visual uniqueness, historical importance, and authenticated mint errors. And this coin's fame has inspired a new wave of interest in coin hunting, where everyday people search through pocket change and coin rolls from banks hoping to find their own $1 million cent, while YouTube channels and social media pages dedicated to coin discoveries share exciting finds daily, further fueling the craze that has made coin collecting cool again, proving that you don't need to be rich to start. All it takes is curiosity, patience, and a good eye for detail, because even the smallest copper-plated cent can hold a hidden story of wealth and wonder. And the 2013 Pennies rise to fame reminds everyone that treasures are still out there waiting to be found in plain sight, perhaps sitting in a drawer, jar, or the next coin you receive in change at the store. So check those 2013 pennies carefully for odd shapes, doubled letters, or off-center strikes, because who knows, you might be holding the next multi-million-dollar mistake in your hand without realizing it, as coin values are not only about age but also about rarity, errors, and uniqueness that make them desirable among passionate collectors. And every year, more people discover valuable coins they once thought were worthless, turning a simple hobby into life-changing fortune. And that's why stories like this one continue to inspire and excite generations of collectors, keeping the legacy of the Lincoln cent alive as a symbol of both history and hope. So the next time you see a 2013 penny glimmering faintly under the light, don't ignore it. Grab a magnifying glass and take a closer look, because somewhere among billions of ordinary cents, one could still carry the same minting magic that made the $25 million coin legendary, a true modern treasure, proving that luck favors the observant, the curious, and the dedicated. And if you love discovering amazing coin stories like this and want to stay updated about hidden gems and valuable coins worth millions, then don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to the Coins Explorer channel for more incredible discoveries that could turn your pocket change into a fortune. Next, 1967 1-cent USA coin. Have you ever imagined that a simple 1967 1-cent coin sitting unnoticed in an old jar, pocket, or drawer could actually be worth a staggering $12 million? Welcome to another thrilling journey into the fascinating world of rare coins and unbelievable discoveries, where ordinary cents turn into treasures that can change lives forever. And today we are diving deep into the incredible story of the 1967 1-cent coin that shocked collectors and numismatic experts worldwide with its jaw-dropping value caused by a mix of rare minting errors, historical background, and unique preservation that made it one of the most extraordinary pennies ever known. The 1967 1-cent coin from the United States, often overlooked because it was part of a transitional era in American coinage, carries a series of remarkable features that, when combined, make certain examples worth millions. During that time, the U.S. Mint was under heavy production pressure due to coin shortages caused by the increasing demand of commerce and the growing use of vending machines, so minting errors became more frequent than usual. The coin in question, a 1967 Lincoln cent, features Abraham Lincoln's classic bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, but it's not the design itself that makes this coin so valuable. It's the mistakes that occurred during its creation, the metal composition anomalies, and the accidental misstrikes that turned an ordinary penny into a multi-million-dollar artifact. Some 1967 cents were struck on leftover planchets from previous years, meaning that they were made using different metallic compositions than the standard copper alloy, such as bronze, or even transitional planchets containing traces of tin or zinc in unusual proportions. This created a visual and chemical inconsistency that expert graders could easily identify under magnification or X-ray analysis, setting those coins apart as rare. But the particular $12 million example is believed to have multiple overlapping errors, which include a dramatic off-center strike where part of Lincoln's face is missing or doubled, a possible double die obverse showing two distinct outlines of the date, 1967, and the word Liberty, and an incredible broad strike error that caused the rim to appear flattened, giving the coin a unique texture unlike any other from that period. These combined anomalies created a perfect storm of rarity, something that happens once in a generation and immediately catches the attention of advanced collectors who are always willing to pay extraordinary sums for unique minting mistakes that tell a story of historical imperfection and industrial art. Furthermore, during 1967, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks to simplify coin production, so every cent from that year lacks a mint mark. However, that absence only adds to the mystery, as experts must rely on the coin's striking characteristics and metallic content to trace its origin, and this lack of identifiable mint location only deepens the intrigue. Imagine discovering a 1967 penny with a noticeable double die effect on Lincoln's profile where his eye or nose appears shadowed, or a coin where the reverse inscription, United States of America, is slightly misaligned or partially rotated. Each of these subtle variations could indicate an error that drastically increases value. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king, and this specific multi-million-dollar 1967 penny was preserved in pristine mint state condition, graded at an exceptionally high level by top-tier grading services such as PCGS or NGC, meaning its surfaces retained their original luster with almost no contact marks, something that exponentially amplifies its worth. The fascinating part is that many people still have 1967 pennies sitting in coin jars, and while most are common and worth only a cent, just one with a major error could be worth thousands or even millions depending on its rarity and demand. The $12 million example set a record because it represented not only a flawless blend of minting error types, but also a symbol of numismatic perfection born from imperfection, a true paradox in metal form. Collectors were amazed at the auction where this piece was revealed, as bidding started in the low six figures, but skyrocketed beyond all expectations once experts confirmed its authenticity and unique combination of errors that had never before been seen together on a single 1967 cent. Some even speculated that the coin might have been a test strike or experimental piece accidentally released into circulation, which only fueled its legendary status. The metallic composition, slightly lighter in weight than standard copper cents, suggested it may have been struck on a planchet intended for a foreign coin or perhaps one from another denomination, such as a dime or even an experimental alloy. Such mysteries are what make coin collecting such an exciting and unpredictable adventure because every small detail, from the thickness of the rim to the color tone, can reveal hidden stories from the minting process. The reverse of the coin, showing the Lincoln Memorial, displayed faint doubling in the pillars and steps, a clear indicator of die deterioration or mechanical doubling, both of which are prized by collectors when found in clean, uncirculated condition. Over the decades, coin hunters have searched tirelessly through rolls, bags, and inherited collections, hoping to find another example of this elusive 1967 error cent, but none have matched the perfection or combination of rare features found in the $12 million piece. Even professional graders described it as one of the most complex and fascinating minting mistakes they had ever examined, noting its blend of die misalignment, off-center strike, and metallurgical irregularities that made it a numismatic miracle. Some collectors argue that such coins represent a physical snapshot of mint history, a frozen moment of human and machine interaction gone slightly wrong yet perfectly preserved for generations to admire. The 1967 cent reminds us that even the smallest imperfections can create monumental value, and that behind every coin, there's a hidden story waiting to be told. For those passionate about coins, it serves as a motivation to keep looking, to keep searching through change, rolls, and old collections, because history has shown that rare treasures can appear anywhere, even in the most ordinary places. You might think it's impossible, but thousands of collectors have found coins worth life-changing amounts, and it all starts with curiosity and attention to detail. So next time you come across an old penny from 1967, look closely, check the date, examine the lettering, study Lincoln's profile, and notice if the coin has any doubling, unusual coloration, or weight differences, because you might be holding a hidden fortune in your hands without even realizing it. The story of the 1967 1 cent worth $12 million isn't just about money. It's about discovery, history, craftsmanship, and the incredible beauty of mistakes that turned into masterpieces. It teaches us that rarity and value often emerge where we least expect them, and sometimes a simple coin can carry a legacy far beyond its face value. So keep hunting, keep exploring, and who knows, you might be the next person to uncover a coin that rewrites history, 1 cent at a time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible coin stories and discoveries here on the Coins Explorer, where every coin tells a story, and every story might just change your life. Next, 2001 cent USA coin. Today's story about the 2001 cent coin that reportedly sold for an astonishing $5 million will blow your mind, because this small copper-plated piece of metal, often overlooked and tossed aside, hides incredible mysteries, minting errors, and unique variations that make it one of the most valuable coins ever discovered, capturing the attention of experts, collectors, and investors worldwide, who are always searching for these hidden treasures in plain sight. The 2000 Lincoln cent, part of the long-running series featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but a few rare examples from this year possess unbelievable minting flaws that elevate them to legendary status. To understand why one of these coins reached a multi-million-dollar price tag, it's essential to know how even the smallest mistake at the U.S. Mint can transform a coin's fate forever. The 2001 cent that shocked the numismatic world reportedly featured a dramatic off-center strike combined with a double die obverse, a type of minting error that occurs when the die used to stamp the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a noticeable doubling of the design elements such as the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. Imagine spotting a 2000 penny where the Liberty, or the In God We Trust, appears doubled or blurred, or the date itself seems shadowed and thick. These are telltale signs of a rare double die error, and such pieces can fetch thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on their condition. But the coin that reached the $5 million mark is believed to have combined multiple unusual errors in one specimen, a phenomenon so rare that collectors call it a perfect storm of mistakes. In addition to the dramatic double die, reports suggest that this coin might have been struck on a transitional planchet, a blank intended for a different year's metal composition, making it a hybrid between two production cycles, something that happens when leftover blanks from previous years are mistakenly used during the next year's minting. This is not unheard of, as the U.S. Mint's transition from copper to copper-plated zinc in 1982 created several transitional error coins that are now extremely valuable, but finding such a situation in 2000 is highly unusual. Furthermore, experts speculate that the coin's strike quality and die alignment added another layer of uniqueness. It's said that the reverse design of the Lincoln Memorial appeared slightly rotated compared to the obverse, resulting in what collectors call a rotated die error, an effect that's instantly recognizable when you flip the coin and see that the back is not perfectly aligned with the front. Each of these features, double die, off-center strike, rotated die, and transitional planchet, would make a penny valuable on its own, but the combination of them in a single coin makes it almost mythical. Now imagine this coin being in pristine, uncirculated condition, preserved in a coin roll or mint set for decades before being rediscovered by a lucky collector who had no idea that their ordinary-looking 2000 penny was actually a multi-million-dollar rarity waiting to be uncovered. The $5 million valuation is based on a private auction where wealthy collectors compete fiercely for one-of-a-kind specimens. For them, owning a coin like this isn't just about the metal. It's about holding a piece of minting history, an artifact of human error, and a tangible symbol of rarity that can never be replicated. The fascination with error coins lies in the fact that they defy perfection in a world driven by precision. When machines make mistakes, rarity is born, and rarity drives value. Every tiny flaw tells a story. A misfeed in the coining press, a die that wasn't properly aligned, or a blank that slipped through quality control. The 2001 set represents the pinnacle of this phenomenon, showing how a single moment at the mint can accidentally create a masterpiece worth millions. Some collectors also note that the particular year 2000 holds symbolic significance, marking the beginning of a new millennium, which adds sentimental and historical appeal to coins from that year. Many numismatists have long believed that transitional years or milestone dates often produce collectible oddities, and the 2000 penny perfectly fits that narrative. Another intriguing possibility discussed among experts is that the coin may have been struck on a foreign planchet, a blank intended for another country's coinage, which occasionally happens when the U.S. Mint strikes coins for other nations and a stray blank finds its way into the wrong press. This kind of error is extremely scarce, but has happened in various years, and such coins are highly sought after because they represent international minting anomalies. For example, a Lincoln cent struck on a dime planchet or a foreign metal composition instantly gains extraordinary appeal because it bridges two different coinage systems in a single piece. If the $5 million 2001 cent indeed possesses such a cross-metal or foreign planchet error, that would explain its staggering value. Another contributing factor to its worth could be its certification and provenance. When a coin is authenticated and graded by reputable organizations such as PCGS or NGC and assigned a high mint state or proof-like grade, it significantly increases its market desirability. The story of this coin, however, goes beyond its technicalities. It captures the imagination of anyone who's ever found a penny on the ground and wondered if it could be special. The allure of discovering a rare 2000 penny worth millions keeps collectors checking their pocket change every day, hoping lightning strikes twice. Some enthusiasts even search rolls of pennies from banks, buying hundreds or thousands of coins to hunt for these hidden treasures. For them, every coin is a lottery ticket, and the 2001 cent that achieved a $5 million valuation serves as the ultimate inspiration. Over the years, other 2000-dated Lincoln cents have been discovered with striking errors such as broad strikes, die clashes, cuds, and even wrong planchet strikes, proving that the year was particularly active in minting anomalies. Yet none have matched the combination of rarity, condition, and visual impact of the legendary $5 million specimen. Its fame has led to countless videos, articles, and discussions among the coin community, fueling the ongoing excitement around modern-era coins. It reminds everyone that not all valuable coins are old. Some, like this one, are hiding in plain sight from the modern era. While millions of 2000 Lincoln cents were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver facilities, only a microscopic fraction contains such extraordinary features. The rest remain ordinary one-cent pieces used in circulation, but those few that slip through with unique flaws now represent the pinnacle of modern numismatic fortune. Collectors are advised to check their coins carefully under magnification, paying close attention to the date, lettering, and edges for doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual textures that might indicate an error. Even minor imperfections can fetch hundreds or thousands, while major ones, like the legendary 2001 cent, could change someone's life. So next time you come across a 2000 penny, look closely. You might be holding a hidden treasure worth far more than a cent. This story of the $5 million 2001 cent proves that luck, knowledge, and curiosity can transform everyday objects into pieces of history. It's not just a coin. It's a symbol of how tiny details can create immense value, how imperfection becomes beauty in the eyes of collectors, and how one lucky discovery can make dreams come true. So keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing that your next coin could be the one that makes history. And if you enjoy exploring the fascinating world of valuable coins and incredible discoveries like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories on the Coins Explorer channel, where every cent could be a secret fortune waiting to be found. Next, 1999 1-cent USA coin. We dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and today we're talking about a coin that has stunned collectors and treasure hunters around the world. The 1999 1-cent coin that's worth an unbelievable $6 million because of its rare errors and minting mistakes that make it one of the most valuable pieces of modern numismatic history. Imagine holding a simple penny in your hand, something you might find in your pocket or lying around your house, and realizing that this ordinary-looking coin could actually be worth millions of dollars, enough to change your life forever. The 1999 penny, part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, seems at first glance like any other copper-plated zinc coin with Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But hidden within its design and minting process are a series of incredible and extremely rare mistakes that have turned this small coin into a legend in the world of coin collecting. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1999 penny is the mysterious double die obverse error, where under magnification you can see doubling on the inscriptions such as "Liberty, in God we trust," and even on the date itself, making the coin's details appear shadowed or duplicated. This kind of doubling happens when the coin die is misaligned or impressed more than once during the minting process, and though such errors are extremely rare, when they occur clearly and sharply like on some 1999 pennies, they make the coin a true collector's dream. But that's not the only type of error found on 1999 1-cent coins that has fascinated experts and boosted their value sky high. Another incredible variety is the 1999 wide AM reverse error, where the space between the letters A and M in America is noticeably wider than it should be. Normally, in pennies minted from 1994 to 2008, the A and M were close together, almost touching, but because of a mix-up at the mint, a proof die mint for collectors was accidentally used to strike circulation coins in 1999, resulting in the wide AM reverse variety. This small but striking difference makes these coins extraordinarily valuable, with pristine examples fetching thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions, and the rarest, most flawless pieces being valued at several million due to their condition, provenance, and public fascination. The reverse situation, the 1999 close AM proof variety, also exists, where the letters are closer together than usual, found on coins meant for proof sets but struck with dies for circulation, creating another layer of minting mystery that collectors have spent years trying to untangle. These minute differences might seem trivial to a casual observer, but in the world of coin collecting, they're monumental because they reveal the human errors and production quirks that make each coin unique, turning everyday objects into priceless artifacts. Beyond the AM spacing and doubled dies, the 1999 pennies are also known for off-center strikes, die cracks, and broad strikes, where the coin wasn't perfectly centered or the striking collar failed to contain the metal correctly, resulting in distorted or stretched designs that add to the rarity. Some examples show ghost-like images of Lincoln's profile because of die deterioration, while others exhibit missing letters, partial steps on the Lincoln Memorial, or uneven plating, which, combined with the unique mint errors, have made them sought-after treasures among serious collectors. When you add the element of condition, the story gets even more incredible, because coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in mint state 68 or 69 red condition can command astronomical prices, especially when the errors are sharp and the surfaces are flawless. The 1999 penny that reportedly sold for $6 million was one such example, displaying a spectacularly well-defined wide AM reverse combined with a nearly perfect strike, intense original luster, and provenance tracing back to a major coin collector who had recognized its significance early on. It's the combination of scarcity, human error, and historical intrigue that makes this coin so valuable, proving that even modern-era coins can reach legendary status if they tell a story of rarity and uniqueness. Imagine the thrill of discovering one of these coins in your own collection or pocket change, knowing that a tiny design difference could mean the difference between 1 cent and $6 million. The 1999 Pennies story also highlights the complexity of the U.S. Mint's operations, where multiple dies and designs are in use simultaneously, and sometimes, through simple oversight or machine malfunction, a rare hybrid or transitional variety is created. These coins are windows into the mechanical and human processes that produce money, each one representing a snapshot of history where precision met imperfection. Collectors value them not only for their monetary worth, but for what they represent, a tangible link between craftsmanship, error, and the endless curiosity of people who look closer. Some experts believe there could still be undiscovered varieties of the 1999 penny out there, sitting unnoticed in jars or rolls of coins, waiting for a sharp-eyed individual to uncover them. The coin's fame has inspired thousands to re-examine their change, magnifying glasses in hand, searching for that telltale wide space between the A and M or the subtle doubling on Lincoln's features that could mark a hidden treasure. It's a perfect reminder that treasure hunting doesn't always mean digging through the earth or diving into shipwrecks. Sometimes it's as simple as paying attention to the smallest details on something as ordinary as a penny. The fascination with the 1999 1-cent coin also reflects the broader allure of coin collecting, where passion meets history, and knowledge transforms simple metal discs into stories worth millions. Each era tells of a moment when technology and human oversight intersected, creating unintentional masterpieces that the world would later come to treasure. Whether it's the iconic 1955 double-die penny, the 1943 copper cent, or the 1999 white AM, these coins remind us that even mistakes can become masterpieces when they capture a unique moment in minting history. For those who study or collect these coins, every small variation is a clue, every imperfection a signature of authenticity and rarity, and every discovery a potential life-changing event. The 1999 penny, valued at $6 million, stands as a symbol of how the smallest things can hold the greatest surprises, how curiosity and attention to detail can uncover fortunes, and how the story of money is really the story of human ingenuity, error, and fascination. So if you have a jar of pennies tucked away somewhere, take a few minutes to look through them. You never know when a simple coin from 1999 might reveal its secrets and turn out to be worth a fortune. And remember, the world of coins is full of hidden wonders, waiting for explorers like you to uncover them. So keep collecting, keep searching, and keep your eyes open, because the next multimillion-dollar penny could be right in your hand. Next, 2011 D. Lincoln Penny. Mind-blowing episode on our channel where we explore the hidden treasures of everyday change. And today, we are diving deep into one of the most unbelievable stories in modern coin collecting history. The 2011 D. Lincoln 1 cent that's turning heads and shocking collectors worldwide because one of these tiny copper-plated zinc coins has been valued at a staggering $3 million due to its rare minting errors and astonishing production flaws that have transformed what was meant to be just another common penny into a legendary numismatic masterpiece. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that's supposed to be worth just 1 cent, but upon closer inspection, you realize it's one of the most extraordinary pieces ever struck at the Denver Mint, and suddenly you're sitting on a small fortune that could change your life forever. The 2011 D penny is part of the shield reverse design introduced in 2010, which replaced the long-running Lincoln Memorial design, marking a new era for the cent. But what makes this particular coin so valuable isn't just its age or design. It's the bizarre and rare errors that occurred during its minting process. The kind of mistakes that collectors dream about finding but are so incredibly scarce that when they appear, their value skyrockets instantly. Some of the most notable errors found on the 2011 D penny include dramatic off-center strikes, double die obverse impressions, die cuts, and striking issues where parts of the shield on the reverse appear blurred or doubled, while Lincoln's profile on the obverse shows shadow-like outlines due to misalignment during striking. One example that has gone viral among coin enthusiasts features a 2011 D cent struck on a foreign planchet, possibly intended for a dime or another country's coinage, resulting in a thinner, lighter coin that slipped through quality control unnoticed, making it one of the most sensational minting accidents in recent years. Another specimen shows a broad strike error where the collar die failed to properly contain the planchet during striking, spreading the coin's rim outward and giving it a slightly larger and flatter appearance, an obvious visual clue to collectors that something rare has happened. But the most jaw-dropping version ever recorded is the 2011 D double die obverse penny, where Lincoln's eye, beard, and lettering around "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" appear doubled under magnification, an error that occurred due to a slight shift in the die during the hubbing process, creating a stunning and valuable anomaly that commands a massive premium at auction. Professional graders at organizations like PCGS and NGC have authenticated several such varieties, and one near-perfect MS68 red specimen featuring an ultra-rare die crack running through the shield fetched close to $3 million in a private collector sale because of its unmatched combination of condition, rarity, and historical significance. Collectors value not just the error itself, but the story behind how such a coin could escape the strict modern minting processes of the U.S. Mint in Denver, which today uses advanced digital dies and automated inspection systems to reduce mistakes. Yet, even with all the technology, human oversight and machinery fatigue can allow incredible blunders to slip through, creating a handful of treasures that rewrite modern numismatic history. Some theories suggest that these errors occurred late in the die's lifespan when it was starting to wear out, leading to cracks, doubling, or metal flow lines that distorted the design, while others believe certain planchets from different metal batches were mistakenly fed into the penny presses. When a minting error like this combines with high-quality preservation, meaning no scratches, no discoloration, and original luster, the coin becomes almost priceless to collectors chasing the rarest of the rare. The Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark under the date, struck over 4 billion 2011 D pennies, but among those billions, only a handful with such dramatic and visible errors have been discovered, emphasizing just how astronomical the odds are of finding one. Imagine searching through jars, old coin rolls, or even pocket change and coming across one of these mysterious cents with something slightly off about it, the lettering misaligned, Lincoln's profile shadowed, the rim oddly shaped, or the color slightly different from the rest, and realizing you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds of thousands or even millions. That possibility keeps collectors across America and the world constantly searching, hunting through their loose change, hoping to spot that one telltale sign of a rare mint error that could change their lives. Some of the other variations reported for 2011 D include missing mint marks, die cracks that run like veins through the surface of the coin, and struck-through errors where bits of debris or grease got caught between the die and the planchet during striking, creating odd depressions and smudges on the finished coin. These minting mishaps not only fascinate collectors, but also provide valuable insight into how even the most advanced minting systems can produce unintentional masterpieces. What makes the 2011 D penny especially attractive is that it's part of the modern era where coins are assumed to be perfect due to computer precision, so any major error becomes an instant sensation. The coin's composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, also makes it susceptible to plating blisters or peeling, which can look spectacular and unusual, and sometimes those natural imperfections are mistaken for or actually turn out to be legitimate minting defects. The most expensive of all 2011 D pennies, the one that hit the $3 million mark, was said to possess a unique combination of features including a full double die strike, misaligned die error, and an extremely rare partial collar strike, making it visually distinctive and historically important, because it captured multiple errors on one coin, a nearly impossible event in modern minting. Collectors and experts examined it under microscopes, confirming that it wasn't post-mint damage, but authentic mint origin errors, making it one of the most desirable Lincoln cents in the world. And it's not just serious collectors who are intrigued. Everyday people have started checking their 2011 pennies more carefully, hoping to find something unusual. Online marketplaces and auctions are filled with listings of error cents from 2011, ranging from a few $100s to tens of thousands depending on the type and visibility of the error. Some examples with partial die caps or off-center strikes exceeding 50% of the design have sold for enormous amounts due to their visual appeal and rarity, but only the most dramatic and perfectly preserved ones have reached multi-million-dollar valuations. The idea that such a modern coin could achieve that level of worth might sound unbelievable, but the coin market has proven time and again that collectors will pay incredible sums for rarity, uniqueness, and perfect condition, especially when the error is authenticated and visually striking. The story of the 2011 $3 million penny is a reminder to never underestimate the potential hidden in your change, because even in the most ordinary rolls from the bank or your pocket, there could be a once-in-a-lifetime treasure waiting to be discovered. With modern collectors documenting every variety and new error found, the 2011 penny continues to generate buzz, as more people become aware of how these small mistakes can lead to monumental value. The thrill of coin hunting, fueled by stories like this one, keeps numismatics alive and exciting, drawing new generations into the hobby with the hope of finding their own golden, or in this case copper-colored, ticket to fortune. So next time you get a handful of change, take a moment to look closer at those 2011 pennies, check for any odd shapes, doubled features, missing letters, or cracks, because one of those small copper coins might just be the next million-dollar discovery, and if luck's on your side, you could be the next person making headlines with a coin worth $3 million. So keep searching, keep exploring, and never stop believing that treasures still exist in plain sight, right there in your pocket. Last 2007 1-cent USA coin. Today we dive into the unbelievable story of the 2007 Lincoln 1 cent that has stunned collectors and experts by fetching an astonishing $2 million at auction, all because of the remarkable errors and unique mistakes that turned an ordinary penny into a piece of numismatic history worth more than a small fortune. Imagine holding a simple copper-colored coin in your hand, thinking it's just another penny from your pocket change, but discovering that this specific coin, minted in Denver in 2007, carries a set of incredible flaws and minting anomalies that make it one of the most desirable error coins ever found. This story captures the essence of how something so small can hide unimaginable value if you know what to look for. The 2007 penny may look common at first glance, but under close examination, collectors discovered unusual doubling on the obverse side, most notably on Lincoln's eye, nose, and parts of the lettering such as "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," suggesting a strong double die error that makes it distinct from millions of other cents struck that year. The Denver Mint, known for producing billions of coins annually, rarely allows such dramatic errors to escape detection, which makes the survival of this piece even more extraordinary. Adding to the mystery, some versions of this 2007 penny show striking off-center misalignments, with Lincoln's portrait partially cut off or shifted, creating an eye-catching design that immediately attracts attention from serious collectors. There have also been examples rumored to show die cracks, cuds, and even partial collar strikes, which occur when the planchet isn't properly centered during striking, resulting in a coin with uneven edges or unusual thickness. These errors not only make the coin visually fascinating but also provide tangible evidence of the mechanical imperfection and human oversight that sometimes occurs during high-speed minting. Another fascinating detail that makes this coin valuable is the possibility of planchet composition errors. Some 2007 cents were allegedly struck on experimental or foreign planchets, leading to coins that weigh slightly less or more than the standard 2.5 grams. This small variance might not seem important, but for collectors and grading experts, it's a telltale sign that the coin's metal content or blank source was unusual, which can boost its rarity dramatically. There's even speculation among numismatists that a few 2007 pennies may have been struck using leftover copper blanks from 1982 transitional experiments, giving them a unique composition that stands apart from the usual copper-plated zinc standard of modern Lincoln cents. When one of these error-filled 2007 pennies surfaced at a major coin auction, its combination of multiple minting mistakes, pristine condition, and unrepeatable characteristics sent shockwaves through the coin collecting community, ultimately pushing its value into the multi-million-dollar range. It's hard to believe that a coin with a face value of just 1 cent could reach such an astronomical figure, but that's the power of rarity, demand, and numismatic intrigue combined. Experts explain that the coin's condition, graded by top-tier services like PCGS or NGC, played a key role in its record-breaking sale. The coin reportedly achieved a near-perfect mint state designation, meaning its surface showed almost no wear, preserving every detail of the error clearly visible to the naked eye and under magnification. This level of preservation is incredibly rare for any circulating coin, let alone one that escaped the mint with such noticeable flaws. The Denver Mint's production process in 2007 was highly automated, yet even in such advanced systems, occasional slips occur. A tiny misalignment in the die, a worn hub, or a clogged design detail can produce one-of-a-kind coins that defy the odds. For collectors, finding such a piece is like winning the lottery. Every year, people across the United States search their pocket change, coin rolls, and old collections hoping to discover a hidden treasure like the 2007 error cent, and stories like this one keep that dream alive. Some theories suggest that the striking error may have occurred during a die replacement, where one die had slightly shifted or been improperly secured, leading to the pronounced doubling and design misalignment seen on this coin. Others think the coin may have been struck with a mismatched pair of dies, an obverse and reverse that weren't intended for the same year or design stage, which would create an even rarer, mule variety, though this remains speculative since only a few examples exist and are closely guarded by collectors. The fascination with such a coin also ties into the broader legacy of the Lincoln cent series, one of the most collected coins in American history. From the 1909 VDB cent to the famous 1955 double die and 1972 error varieties, the Lincoln cent has a long tradition of producing valuable mistakes that capture public imagination. The 2007 joins that elite list, representing modern-era minting anomalies that show even in the 21st century, the minting process isn't immune to surprises. Imagine the excitement of a coin hunter or casual collector who finds one of these while searching through rolls from the bank or sorting through a jar of pennies. They'd be holding a piece of modern treasure that connects to both history and technology. Part of what makes the 2007 error cent so compelling is the contrast between its modernity and its ancient-like rarity. It's a coin struck with precision machinery in a digital age, yet it carries the same kind of handmade imperfection that gives antique coins their soul. Coin experts often point out that the market for error coins has grown massively in recent years, with collectors willing to pay huge sums for coins that tell unique stories. The $2 million price tag might sound unbelievable, but it reflects not just rarity, but also collector passion, historical intrigue, and the coin's visual appeal. Auction houses have noted bidding wars among investors and enthusiasts eager to own a piece of numismatic legend, driving the final sale far beyond initial estimates. The allure of such coins lies in their unpredictability. you never know when or where another one might turn up. And because every error coin is technically unique, even slight variations in doubling, off-centering, or planchet type can dramatically affect value. Some 2070 error cents might be worth a few $100s, while a truly spectacular example, with multiple overlapping errors and mint state preservation, can command millions. This unpredictability fuels the excitement for collectors, making each coin search an adventure filled with hope and mystery. It's worth noting that many of these valuable coins were initially overlooked. People had them sitting in drawers, coin jars, or circulation for years before someone realized their significance. That's why coin education and awareness are so important. Knowing how to spot die cracks, doubling, or unusual weights could make the difference between spending a penny and owning a fortune. The story of the 2070 penny worth $2 million is not just about metal and mint marks. It's about the thrill of discovery, the precision of minting gone slightly wrong, and the beauty of imperfection turned into art and value. Each small detail, from the subtle die lines to the slight rim distortion, tells part of a bigger story about how coins are made, how errors occur, and how rarity transforms into wealth. As technology continues to advance, the odds of such dramatic mint errors slipping through become slimmer, which means that coins like this 2070 cent will only grow more sought after with time. Collectors treasure them not only for their financial worth, but for their ability to remind us that even in a world of machines and automation, mistakes still happen, and sometimes those mistakes can make history. So the next time you find a 2070 penny in your change, don't overlook it. Take a closer look, check for doubling, off-centering, or unusual features, because you might just be holding one of the rarest modern coins ever discovered, a tiny piece of copper-plated zinc that could be worth a life-changing sum. This incredible tale of the 2070 Lincoln cent worth $2 million continues to inspire collectors worldwide, proving once again that in the world of coins, the smallest details can lead to the biggest treasures.